Hello, everybody, and welcome to a spooktacular episode of a Slice of Gaming podcast. I am your host, the Uncharted Wolf. I am joined today by only one other person. Everyone else is out trick-or-treating. Little kids out there in our podcast group, so I got probably the most adult person here. Not the oldest, the most adult. It's my boy, Bob.
Thank you for making that clarification. I know you wanted to get the yellow M&M on for the episode today. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, so I will be here in his place.
I'm more of a green M&M guy. I'll just say that right now.
Okay. Well, that's a conversation, a topic for a different conversation. But
It's not because she's sexy. I think green is a nice color.
okay.
I mean, those
Hey, justify it however you want. That's okay.
Those librarian glasses. All I'm gonna say. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know how you feel about boots. That's okay. It's all right.
I want to point out to everyone listening, we recorded this episode for an hour and realized we were never recording. So sorry if we seem a little out of it, because we're immediately talking about green M&M librarian glasses being sexy.
It's gonna feel like deja vu for us. And like of Halloween of all episodes to do this on, this is just so funny to me.
Bill Spencer is haunting the podcast, everybody. What's a
So
spooky? What's a video game ghost? Like the best video game ghost?
I just think of Pac-Man, honestly.
He's not a ghost though.
I know, but the four ghosts.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, what are their names? Don't they have names?
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and my boy Clyde.
That's right, Clyde. I was gonna say Doug, but yeah, Clyde.
Dude, I love how his name is Clyde. It's like a rhyming scheme, and then it's just Clyde. And it's funny because in the original Pac-Man, this is nerdy as shit, but all of them have like a set version of how they go after you, except Clyde, who's just completely random. Dude's just a fucking weirdo. I love him. Anyways, Bob, I already know the answer.
No, we gotta go through it again.
Yeah. We don't need to. We're not gonna try to. It's gonna be a very weird episode for us, but you guys are gonna just listen to it as normal. I was curious, Bob. Halloween. Your favorite. What are your favorite costumes? We always go trick or treating every now and then. I haven't gone trick or treating in a decade at least.
Well, you should not be going trick or treating after a certain age. Let's just make that clear, unless you have kids.
Yeah, exactly. If you have kids or cousins or whatever. Yeah,
neither of us do.
But yeah, what are your favorite costumes? Like just growing up.
I'll have to think about this. I haven't really. This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm like springing it on you.
Yeah, no, I'd say the two that's come to memory immediately are when I was like 2, my mom dressed me as the blue dragon from Dragon Tales, and I just look adorable in that costume. And then the second one was I think I was like 7 or 8, and I got a stormtrooper because like episode 2 of Star Wars just came out. And so like obviously stormtroopers were hot, and I got like this huge, like really big outfit where it came with like padding to replicate the armor. Got a whole helmet, and then I got a toy gun, which was huge for me because my mom was very anti-gun. Like Nerf guns weren't even allowed in the house, let alone like she was even like weary about giving me a piece of plastic that just made noise and shot a laser, like just a little light. But she let me do it, and that was super cool. That was easily my favorite one.
Dude, that's all. I mean, you gotta respect stormtroopers and clone troopers, even as someone who's not a Star Wars fan like me. Without question, like one of the best grunt designs in fiction. Like just really cool designs. And then the little toy blaster, I love that. For me, I have 2. One year was Dollar Store McCree from Overwatch. I got
everything
from a dollar store, is why I call it Dollar Store McCree. It's a really cheap ammo belt, like a really cheap belt buckle. That I don't think it didn't say badass motherfucker.
Of course not.
Yeah, I think it said like evil or cool. I don't know. Some dumb shit that's like a cowboy would not wear this. And then like a really cheap like kind of sombrero type hat, and then like little Nerf revolver type thing. And I would call myself Dollar Store McCree. And and a scarf. It was like a red scarf that we had in the house, and no one knew it was McCree. They were like, "Oh, nice cowboy costume." It's like it's not a cowboy. It's McCree, but sure, I'll take it.
Very
I guess it
specific
is a
cowboy.
cowboy. He is a type of cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one I really loved was Solid Snake, where I kind of had like a latex type outfit. I don't even think it was latex. It was like kind of one of those like it was one of those over suit type things. It looked like the sneaking suit from Metal Gear Solid. And then I also wore like a bandana. And my favorite part was the box that I would crawl around in. And I put like in the front of it my Halloween bag, and like they would like place it in there, and while I was like crawling around the box. Only problem is I don't know how Snake does it. It is very uncomfortable to crawl around like that carrying a cardboard box, and it got very hot because me and you, Bob, we grew up in hot climates. Texas for me, Florida for you, and it gets to the point where it's like, oh my god, these outfits are killing us.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Cause yeah, I remember one year I literally just wore a black morph suit and I was just a shadow, not Shadow the Hedgehog, just a shadow because it was the thinnest thing I could wear because it was so hot. So, yeah, props to you for doing that. Cause that is crazy. But also I do that's a good one. That's a good. I never did a video game specific one, so I respect that.
I I'll ask this: if you had to go as a video game character, like let's say there's a big Halloween party and you were invited, what video game character would you dress
I
as?
mean, I'm going as Master Chief, dude. Like that's not
Hell
even a
yeah!
question. Although nowadays, you know what? And maybe it's just because I watched Kind of Funny this morning. Going as Cloud would be pretty
That'd
sick,
be
and
cool.
that'd be a good one.
Honestly, Bob, I'll be real. I'd go as Solid Snake again.
Yeah, no, that's a good costume, honestly.
I was like, damn,
No
I
problem.
cooked. 14-year
Yeah,
old me kind of cooked.
yeah. I think God, like what would be a funny one? Like going as Ori would be really
Oh
funny.
god, I love the idea of
Um,
Kirby. You just walk around like that.
Yeah, I think honestly, once I have a kid, you gotta do like Ash and Misty and like
Yeah,
or like
Pikachu,
what are the ones from Gen 3? It's May and I can't
Brendan.
remember. Yeah, Brendan. Like that would be fun. And then obviously, your baby be like a Pokemon or something. That'd be a good one.
I've always wanted, and it would require so much effort, but I want to wear like the power armor from Fallout. But like that's like a hundreds and hundreds of dollar costume. But I would kill to wear that.
Yeah,
Just to walk around in.
that's definitely like a Master Chief
Yeah.
level one for sure.
I love the really cheap costumes where it's like the Master Chief costume, but it's like kind of like a cloth version of the suit.
Oh yeah,
Like there's
it's
no
like
armor.
really shitty like felt, and it's just like it morphs like the second you touch it, so it just
Yeah.
looks like Master Chief melted.
Yeah, I like the idea of like putting a cardboard box on your head and just drawing like the helmet from Master Chief.
Yeah,
It's like, yo, look, I'm Master Chief.
and
That's
honestly, you
fun.
get away with that with like the Halo One, like the was it Mark Five or whatever, where it's like there's
Yeah.
not a lot of going on that one. It's a lot of straight lines.
Well, enough Halloween costumes. Let's get into the actual video game news. Though there is a segment later that when we were our failed recording, I want to point out we didn't get to that segment, so Bob still has no idea what it is.
Yeah, that
That's very
the
good.
anticipation grows.
If you guys want to find us, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you want to follow us, we're on Twitter and Blue Sky at A Slice of Gaming, all one word. And also, like, subscribe, rate us, helps a ton. Let's get into it. Speaking of Master Chief, Halo Combat campaign evolved. Oh, I almost said combat evolved. Yeah. Halo campaign evolved. Shinobi kind of got some details here. Announced coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time on PlayStation on PS5. Original Halo Combat Evolved campaign rebuilt with high definition visuals, updated cinematics, level design, improved wayfinding, refined controls, remastered soundtracks, voice performances recorded with primary cast. Three new prequel missions featuring Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson set before the events of the first game, broader arsenal of weapons, vehicles, enemies, and skulls. Weapons like the energy sword, battle rifle, and needle rifle added. Hijack vehicles for the first time. Piloting wraiths. Sprint added. Modes include solo, two-player split-screen co-op, or up to four players online co-op, no multiplayer. And then full crossplay, cross-progression support. Uh, Now, I talked a bit about this. I mean, we talked about it literally. The podcast ended last week and an hour after the game was revealed. But I'll just go into my thoughts kind of just briefly. Uh, PS5, not surprising. Xbox is releasing everything to PS5. The enhanced level design I think is very interesting. I'm curious to see what that's going to be like, especially with levels like the library and what they do to improve them. And I'm very, very interested in seeing um, what these prequel missions are, especially with the rumors of a Halo 2 and 3 remastered, if they go really hard with like kind of the cut campaign levels from Halo 2. And lastly, I think it's a little crazy that this is just campaign and no multiplayer. And I understand a lot of people don't love the Halo 1 multiplayer. I think you should still do it. I'm curious about you, Bob, because I know you're the Halo guy.
No, it's funny you're stealing my bars from the uncut episode. It's like
That's
Halo
not
1,
true. I was thinking
it's
this.
interesting. No, you're good. Yeah, now that I've had a week to kind of stew on it, like first off, I'm a Halo fan. Like I literally just said I'd go as Master Chief for Halloween. I'm gonna play this game no matter what. But there was definitely a moment where like when I first saw it, I was hesitant and a little resistant to change. I think that's always going to be that way when you see one of your favorite video games, be remade like this. You're always going to have that like, it already looked fine as it is, even though it's like a 25-year-old game. um,
Mm-hmm. God,
but
25. That's crazy.
I know, yeah, 25th anniversary next year. But yeah, I think one, I mean, from what we saw with the silent cartographer, it looks amazing. But then at the same time, you see the new like design of the warthog, and I'm like, no, you guys try to make it look too much like a modern day like EV car, and I don't like that. Um, you didn't have to go that hard on the design. However, they did add the bench seat, which was really nice because when you played this game with four people, because it had four-player co-op, and I
Oh,
think you could
wow.
still I know, right? Isn't that crazy? And you could still do, I think, four-player co-op on Master Chief Collection, and if you did that, the original Warthog only had three seats. So them adding a bench seat for the fourth person is actually great because it was always awkward. Like there'd be some person who'd have to like try and get a ghost or like drive a separate Warthog, or it'd be like two and two. Um, so that's good. The
Mhm.
sprinting, the cult of old Halo heads who will never forgive the sprint. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, people are like, oh, it's gonna ruin the very deliberate pacing of the game. Like, no, it's not. People just jump through that stuff anyway. Like, don't act like it's gonna change anything. It's gonna
Yeah.
be fine. And I'm sure there are people on the team who are like gonna test and be like, okay, well, we need to add this here because now the sprinting kind of like messes with it. And even if it does like alter it, like who cares? You can go back and play the old game if you don't like that there's sprint in the game. Also, there is an option in the game to just turn it off. So you don't even have to interact with it if you don't want it there. So I don't want to hear it.
Mhm.
But I also think it's interesting that weapons like the energy sword are going to be available in this game. Because again, they didn't realize really what they had. I apologize if you hear banging in the background because
Trick or
there's
treaters?
no, it's like my upstairs neighbors just like doing pile drivers on each other. I don't know. Like it's like loud banging on the floor.
Yeah, I don't hear that at all. I don't know if you hear it for me. I have like trick or treaters already arriving here, and I hear doorbell ringing like every 5 minutes.
Okay, it honestly sounded like a train. Like I thought it was
Okay,
the
well,
noise of like a train coming through. It's not. It's very light, but I did hear like a little bit of a bell, and I'm like, is there like a train? I didn't
yeah,
realize
I live near a
he lived
train
by.
station. My bad. Yeah,
Um,
it's an annoying ass doorbell because it's like it's useful because I'm upstairs and I can hear it, but I'm also
sure.
like I don't want to hear
Yeah.
it. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, the energy sword wasn't in Halo 1, along with a couple other weapons, because they didn't realize like how the series was going to progress. And Halo 1, dude, the gold elites with the energy sword, that is the scariest motherfucker in that game. I don't care about the hunters. The elite with the energy sword was always the scariest dude. And there's like two of them or three of them in the game. And when you would kill them, you didn't think anything of it when you originally played the game, but then when you would go play two and three and then go back, you'd be like, oh, wait, they don't have the energy sword in this game. So it'll be really interesting to see how the game
Yeah.
plays like that, as well as in Halo 1, the only time you can drive a Banshee, there's like a very specific part of, I forget the level, it's got snow and it's like multi-tiered and you kind of are at the core of the system. You can like, if you get a rocket launcher and you peek around, like you go outside on one of the like kind of like balcony bridges, there's like two banshees and the elites are like running to them. You can like cut the elite off with a rocket launcher and get on the banshee if you time it right, and which was always a really cool thing. But they didn't have the ability to hijack, so it'd be really interesting like in the second level when there's banshees like who will get really close to you. It's like, no, come a little closer, let me take that baby for a ride. So I think it'll add like fun twists. So I'm obviously gonna play it. I'm going to be curious how they nail everything. The MCC version, the anniversary version of Halo 1 was always interesting because again, the hardcore fan base is crazy, and they really thought that 343 ruined that game with the lighting changes, which like they were bad, but like they didn't ruin the game. And so I will be curious to see how Halo Studios now. Clearly, those thoughts were made loud and clear, so it'll be interesting to see um, how they address that and how they achieve the correct mood to lighting balance in this game. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I really don't. I understand the logistics behind not including campaign or multi, not including campaign. That would be
Yeah,
crazy. A
that'd be funny.
Halo One
There's nothing.
multiplayer only remake would be insane. Um, not including multiplayer, I think makes sense for the scope of this specific project. MCC still exists if you want to go play the Halo 1 multiplayer. And like, yeah, you could just port over MCC, but the whole point is to train a team on UE5.
Yeah.
It's also to like kind of
And it
like
looks good.
the name of the game right now is remaking a game and drip feeding it on the new platforms. That's
Exactly.
just that's just what it's like. And
They're not
I
gonna port a 5 game collection.
exactly, especially a 5 game collection from like our like I think it's been 10 years since that
That
since
is crazy. Yeah,
MCC
11
first came
years.
out. Yeah, so it's like I'm totally fine with just doing the campaign, and I will defend the name because it makes it very clear this is just the campaign
Yeah,
evolved, remade. You don't have to add this weird thing of like Halo Combat Evolved remastered, but also no multiplayer. Like it, it, it,
exactly.
it's short and sweet. And of course, we knew it was coming. The PS5 was an eventuality. So that's just how it is. I don't really have like we already knew that was coming.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And for the people who are like, "Oh man, they ruined the remake. The Warthog doesn't look the same. The gun numbers don't look the same." The original still exists. At the end of the day, like it's still
Yeah.
gonna exist, and it's like how I am with Shadow of the Colossus. I can bitch and moan about the PS4 version all day. The original version on PS2 and even the pretty decent PS3 re-release are still there, and they look amazing the way I look at it, and not whatever the hell the PS4 version is. But hey, that's a conversation for another day. Let's get into our next story, Bob. Still in the Xbox realm, though not much to say here. The Xbox ID at Xbox, the Xbox ID. I'm doing the Xbox ROG Ally X thing. The ID at Xbox showcase, just an indie show. Feels like Xbox barely even marketed it, and for a reason, because it was a pretty mediocre show in my eyes. Some cool stuff here and there, but otherwise, not the most exciting show. I am excited about that Vampire Survivors Balatro crossover, though. That's the one thing I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty hype announcement.
Yeah, that did look sick. I gotta be honest, I didn't know that this was even a thing until Kind of Funny did their like
Yep, same.
watch along with it. Um, but yeah, shout out Planet of Lana 2. I really liked that first game. That was a fun like almost like inside-esque indie game. It was a really good first installment, so I'm looking forward to that sequel. 33 Immortals getting an update is nice. Dote Nod has that sci-fi game I keep forgetting is Dote Nod. Um, the what else? TCG Card Shop Simulator coming to Game Pass is nice, and
Yeah, that's great.
then my personal favorite, the Art of Rally devs making Over the Hill. I've been looking forward to this game for a while. So it's cool that's coming to
Yeah, it looks cool.
consoles. Yeah, it's kind of like simple art style polygonal caravan game. Um, that just looks like a fun little like road trip. Almost, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that new Friend Slop game, RV There Yet, but not as like silly. Um,
Yeah,
like kind of going for those
I
kind of
love friend.
vibes.
I love how that's just what we call that genre now because it was
Oh,
literally
it's
made
such a good name.
because it was made off a tweet that was making fun of them. It's like, man, I hate these friend slop games. And everyone was like, look at this guy. He doesn't have friends, so he calls them friend slop. And then everyone was like, let's just call him friend slop. Like, that's a great name.
100%.
But yeah, no, I mean, just there's definitely cool stuff here, but I feel like there wasn't anything that makes it like a stellar show in any way.
No,
And
yeah,
specifically
and
with that Don't Nod game, it is always funny every time we're like, man, this does not look like a Don't Nod game. And then we realize they're not a Life is Strange studio that only makes Life is Strange style games. They have more non Life is Strange games. It's just we always look at them as a Life is Strange style
yeah,
games.
that will always be like how I think of them.
Same, yeah.
Like it's like Bungie. Like I still think of them as the Halo devs. I know they've made Destiny and clearly have made so many other things, but like I hear Bungie and I think Halo.
Yeah. Let's get into our next story. Animal Crossing. Nintendo throwing out news the day before Halloween, as per usual. Animal Crossing New Horizons getting a Switch 2 edition and a huge free update. Chris Scullion of VGC has the write up. Switch 2 edition of the game will be coming in January 15th, 2026, alongside a significant free update to the base game for those still playing on the original Switch. The free update will include new collaboration content from the likes of Lego and playable retro Nintendo games. The Switch 2 edition of the game will have Joy-Con 2 mouse controls, a new item in Nook's Cranny, the Megaphone, which lets players call other residents using the Switch 2's microphone, expanded online features for up to 12 players, and Switch 2 camera support. It will be a $5 upgrade, so $65 MSRP, $5 if you're buying it with the game. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I, dude, I started burping on the story the same exact time. I don't know
Yeah,
what,
that is kind
like,
of
on the
crazy.
failed recording. That is crazy. New hotel, the Switch 2 edition. This is the free update, which will include a new hotel on the pier run by Captain's family. They're bringing guests from off the island, and players can decorate guest rooms based on various themes to make sure the guests enjoy their stay. The ability for players to upgrade their home storage 2 more times, allowing them to store up to 9K items. 9,000 items, and a new dream location called Slumber Island, which will also be added, allowing players to create and decorate up to 3 of their own islands and invite players over to them without having to disrupt their main island. New collaborations include items based on Lego, Zelda, and Splatoon, and playable retro game consoles, which require a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. Uh, and also, 30 FPS for the Switch 2 version still. I get it. It's Animal Crossing. It doesn't matter that much, but it's also like, guys, it's Animal Crossing. You can get that up to 60. I understand maybe like the multiplayer makes it a bit weird. Maybe that messes with it, but it's Animal Crossing. It should not be a difficult thing to get up to 60 frames per second. But otherwise, it's a pretty substantial, but not substantial, but more stuff than you would think they'd include for a 5-year-old game, but also compared to other Switch 2 editions, it makes sense why this is a $5 upgrade. And the free update seems to be adding some nice quality of life changes on top of all that we already talked about just now. Bob, I'm kind of curious how you're feeling about this. It, do you think this could affect Animal Crossing, like the next one being in 2026? I was always saying it would be a 2026 game, and I still kind of do because this isn't a very substantial update, but it's becoming less likely in my mind.
Well, the good news is that Nintendo is insanely vague with their roadmap still, so anything could be a 2026 game still. We have no idea.
God bless
Um,
them.
but yeah, I think I definitely agree in the sense that like it's a $5 Switch 2 upgrade, which is significantly cheaper than the other one. Like it just it just makes me laugh that this is the $5 upgrade, but like the Mario Party upgrade was $20 and a
They
lot of
were
that
definitely
content,
experimenting.
dude, a lot of that content is like so limited. Like you can't do some of it online. They didn't really add that much, and it's
I
like, oh man.
My theory, Bob, why this is $5 and not like more expensive, is they saw people's reaction to the Mario Party update and were like, "Ooh, let's try $5." Like maybe this was originally going to be $10, and they're like, "Let's go down a bit."
Yeah,
And I think especially they probably saw the sales figures and they were like, "Okay, nobody's buying the Mario Party update."
yeah, it is interesting because we also haven't seen another game announced for $80 after Mario Kart. So
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very
it
curious about
it
that. But
seems
also,
like they
there hasn't been anything that could warrant being $80.
correct. It's just interesting, yeah, to see them like genuinely testing a lot of stuff out, which is so funny because you would think they would do that for the Switch One,
You would
not
think
the
not
like
because they're new
very
up here.
surefire sequel to a very successful product. Like,
Though
okay,
that kind of tells you it's like, hey, maybe this is the best time to experiment because everyone's going to want to switch to
yeah,
anyways.
that's also very fair. Um, no, but as far as the update itself, it does seem like a pretty good chunk of it's something. Like I would have never expected we'd get an update.
Yeah,
Like for the because didn't they also like straight up like just announce that they weren't doing any more updates
they
for
literally called the last update the final update.
right? So it's like okay, interesting. Um, But, yeah, I and also too, like, dude, I'm no game dev. How do you not just have a switch to just be like, "Okay, just change it the uncapped. We're not even gonna try 60, but just, like, flip the switch so it's not limited to 30 because the Switch 2 could probably handle that."
Yeah, it's
Um,
Animal Crossing.
yeah, I just don't understand that. But yeah, it's cool that we're getting content updates. It does look interesting. I did play a decent amount of Animal Crossing during the pandemic, which
Everyone
makes
did.
me correct, which makes me scared that like there's another pandemic on the horizon if the Animal Crossing teams back on their bullshit. Um, although they did just miss Doom, so I guess the timelines are a little
Yeah,
scattered now. Um,
they'll
but
release another Doom in time.
and it's that's actually crazy to think about that we got another Doom before we got another Animal Crossing.
I mean, the Animal Crossing team and is the same team that does Splatoon, and they alternate between those games, and it leads to each fan base feels neglected for a long period of time because of that. Splatoon fans felt neglected after Animal Crossing New Horizons, and the same vice versa when Splatoon 3 came out 2022. We should be on the verge of a new one, Animal Crossing soon, though, if
Yeah,
development
hopefully.
pipelines start to make sense.
But yeah, so I think there's still this does not really dissuade me that there's going to be another Animal Crossing even in 2026. I think it's totally possible, and maybe it's just a thing of like, well, we're literally working on Animal Crossing. Let's just throw like the Animal Crossing New Horizon players a bone since we're already kind of
Exactly.
working back on this stuff again. Um, but also, I'm curious, Wolf, because I know I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist on this.
Famously.
Still a lot of Switch ones out there, man. Like, if it is 2026, because I think the farther we get into this console generation, they're not going to do it. But like, there's a part of me that's like, they could easily make this game still for Switch One.
Yeah, but my viewpoint is like I don't think you're crazy because Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven are both Switch One and they're coming out next year. My kind of way of looking at it is so many people bought a Switch One for Animal Crossing. I think a lot of people are going to buy a Switch Two just for whatever the new Animal Crossing is. And I think the thing is like you're going to get a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I'm fine with the Animal Crossing I have now." But I think we underestimate the amount of people who just want the new sparkly thing.
Yeah, no, and that's totally fair. I mean, obviously, so many Switches were sold over the pandemic
Yeah.
for Animal Crossing, so it definitely makes sense. I just every time I see like the player count numbers for Switch One, like the Switch One outsold the Xbox in Japan, whatever recent month that was. Like it's crazy how many Switch Ones there are,
It's
and
so funny. Who's buying a Switch One, especially after the price
yeah,
increase?
you need to be shot, honestly.
I don't trust you. Buy a Switch 2. Come on, man.
Yeah. But it's like I just I see that number and it's like that's so much money they could be leaving on the table. I know they could get more console sales and stuff. It's like, man,
This is
like that's
Nintendo, Bob. They seem to love leaving money on the table. That's all I'll
yeah,
say.
that's fair. That's fair.
My long time being with this company, you just always gotta expect them to do. When you expect them to zig, expect them to zag instead. They're very weird. That's what keeps me guessing. I like paying
Clearly.
attention to them because they're fucking insane.
Yeah, because they'll drop an Animal Crossing Switch 2 update the day before Halloween when no one has talked about Animal Crossing in like years.
So funny, dude. They're so funny. But yeah, shout outs. Interested to see more. Moving into a very quick one. Limited Run Games had a little showcase. They announced some cool stuff. Lil Samson finally getting a re-release, a physical version, which is a very rare, like $2,000 NES game. So it's cool to have it actually come out. More people are able to play it. But the story I parsed out is from Mario 64 here. New Shantae's seventh game entry in development. A new Shantae is underway. I'm very excited about this. I'm a big fan of Shantae. It's my chill franchise. It's a franchise I like to chill out to. Vibes based. I love the characters. It's very fun and goofy. Very Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Love the character designs. Love the look of everything. And the games always look absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited about this. I'm curious because I still haven't played the Apple Arcade one that was recently ported to console. God, I forget what it was called. I think it was Seven Sirens. Uh, I'm excited. Always excited for new Shantae, but otherwise, not much to parse from this.
Yeah, Shantae's always been one of those series. I've always been on the outside looking in, um, but appreciate that series, even though I've never played them. So it's cool that they're making another one. Um, this is a bit of a side tangent, but I hope limited run. Whenever Halo, because we didn't talk about this, but we'd imagine Campaign Evolve's got to come to Switch too. It makes no sense
Yeah,
to to
I was
not
thinking
port
about
it over
that.
there. Um, I really want limited run to do like a limited edition where the game key card kind of looks like or is in a holster that kind of looks like the Cortana chip from Halo that Master Chief puts in his helmet. That's just my like really obscure pipe dream. So
Yeah,
hopefully they get on that.
I want to. As a physical bro, man, it's hard to feel like anything cool would happen with any physical version, but hopefully, maybe in the future. Limited run games would probably be the ones to do it. Um, but yeah, shout out to Shantae. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Let's get to Dragon Quest for our reviews of the week. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD2D remake. Sitting at an 86 on OpenCritic. IGN give it a 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10 from GameSpot. Forbes a 10 out of 10, which is that's crazy. Shout outs Forbes. 9 out of 10 from Nintendo Life. Pretty high reviews, all things considered. I'm very excited about this. I love the original Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Just I love them as like very basic JRPGs. I mean, Dragon Quest 1 is the first JRPG ever made, so go into that expecting it, but from what I've heard, they've changed it quite a bit to make it more modern. And from what we can see from the reviews, people are very, very into what they've changed. So excited to hopefully get to this soon. I still need to get to Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. I only played the original, like kind of mobile versions of those games.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on this too. I've kind of been sleeping on the pixel art train or the HD 2D train lately. Been slowing down on getting to all of those, but I definitely would want to get to the Dragon Quest games. Like you said, the older ones are definitely play like old 80s games where they can be a little bit unintuitive compared to more modern game design, but it seems like that has been addressed a little bit. And obviously Dragon Quest is a historic franchise. Like I said,
Of
it's like the
course.
first JRPG ever. So yeah, I definitely want to get to it. And I'm excited that they got a high score because didn't what did three get? Three get like didn't they get like an
That's
89?
that was like 87, I think.
Yeah.
So like a little higher. Which, that's like a all-time classic JRPG.
Yeah, I mean they hold these games in such high regard.
Of course, they're very quaint JRPGs. Don't go into them expecting a story. If you go like, man, I'm ready for the story of Dragon Quest, I'm gonna shoot you. You're crazy. But otherwise, just a chill. One of the best podcast franchises of all time. And I don't mean that demeaning at all. I love my podcast games. It's just like it's really chill to just grind out, look at those god tier Akira Toriyama designs with the monsters, and just vibe out to really chill music. Moving into our other review of the week, the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That's collection with a K. 86 also on OpenCritic. IGN give it an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 on GameSpot. Uh, what's it called? Push Square gave it a 9 out of 10. Shack News an 8 out of 10. So pretty solid reviews all across the board. People are very into this. Digital Clips doing their usual thing of very high quality um, kind of museum style content, museum curated games. They actually got John Tobias back for this with Ed Boon, and they kind of do interviews about the original Mortal Kombat. And John Tobias left the NetherRealm a long, long time ago, so to see him kind of talk about Mortal Kombat again is very exciting. I'm not gonna get this just for the fact that I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy, but the fact that this exists is really, really cool. And maybe in the future on like a deep sale, I'll check it out because I do love video game history, and a Mortal Kombat is a very deep franchise. I'm just hoping Digital Eclipse. I want to see them do a franchise I care about. I'm hoping they do something I really like next.
Yeah, that's kind of the dream, right? It's like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't care. So do it for something I care about.
Yeah, like Atari 50 is like that's really cool. I'm not an Atari guy.
Right. I do remember playing that and being like, okay, like this is cool, but also like, all right.
Yeah,
But no,
it's
yeah, I'm not
awesome. It's
a
just man, yeah.
right. I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. I'm not really a fighting game guy, honestly. So
Hmm.
I don't have much interest in this. But
If
it is the idea behind these are very cool, and I hope they keep doing them.
if Digital Eclipse had to do a franchise like what franchise would you want them to do? And like to keep it simple, maybe not like a 3D like a Halo style thing. Like probably pre
Sure.
Halo stuff.
Honestly, I would love to see like the older sports games, like
Oh, that'd be fun.
the old
Like
school
Tecmo
Maddens and
Bowl.
NHLs and Tecmo. Yeah, I think that would actually be a
That'd be
really
fun.
cool evolution of like where the sports games ended up going.
They have that Amazon Prime like Madden documentary. I wonder they'll probably touch on like the Madden franchise in it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like I get what you mean. It's like let me play like Madden 91 and like get some commentary from. I was about to say John Madden. God rest his soul. um, maybe from the grave. I don't know. But
Like, bro,
yeah,
I mean, there's plenty of clips I'm sure they could pull up.
yeah, for sure. For me, I honestly like they already have a collection for this franchise, but I dig like a Mega Man style thing where
That'd
they
be
just
cool.
talk about like Mega Man like 1 through 10, and it's like, hey, this is how we designed these levels. You know, get KJ and Afune back, which he's long gone. Like he's like he's on a deserted island somewhere. I don't know what's going on with KJ and Afune, but he's like pretty out of it after the Mighty Number Nine disaster. But I'd be curious to hear like, oh, this is how we designed these robot masters. This is like where we went with these levels and whatnot.
I think another one, this is kind of a random obscure one and it's also a lot newer, but I would love one of just like the prime, what is it, 2007, like Xbox Live Summer of Arcade games, like Castle
Oh,
Crashers and like
Limbo,
yeah,
Braid.
Super Meat Boy. Um, that would be really cool. That'd be a really cool collection.
That'd
Because
be
then you,
awesome.
plus it's like it's a bunch of different devs. You have a lot more stories you could tell, but they're all kind of like centered around this platform. I think that'd be a cool idea.
One more. Pre Fallout 3. So like Fallout 1, Fallout 2,
Yeah,
Fallout
that's good.
Tactics, and like get like, a lot of those like old school like interplay devs to talk about like kind of the insane history of that franchise. And I don't know if you know this, Bob. They bought Fallout for like $1 million. Like it was just a garbage IP when Bethesda bought it. And but like Todd Howard really liked it. It's like we should make a Fallout game. And now it's like it has a TV show. It's absolutely massive. And I'd be curious to have like just to first of all like to have those first two games like playable, but also just to have like a museum curated thing for them.
Did
Oh
did you ever play the Wasteland games?
no, I heard a lot of good things about Wasteland 3.
Because yeah, Wasteland 3 is like the lineage of the old Fallout devs, and that studio, which I always thought was
Mhm.
interesting. And I played it for a little bit. I played it co-op, which like I'm always bad about co-op games. So I didn't get really far, but I actually really liked what I played of it and really want to go back to it at some point.
I respect that. Yeah, that's a tempting one. Yeah, I want to get to Wasteland 3 for sure. It's just too many games, man.
Oh, for sure.
Bob, let's get into my secret segment now. For this, I'm going to share my screen. This is an audio podcast, so people won't see it, but
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna share my
Speaking of
screen
which, it's an audio podcast, and we're both wearing costumes because it is Halloween.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm going as Luigi. Do you see my screen, Bob?
Oh my god.
I thought because it's a Halloween episode, we do a tier list
Okay.
of Halloween candy. Our favorite
Okay.
favorites. And now, okay, this is gonna be very awkward. You like candy, right?
Yeah, of course. I literally bought
Okay.
there is candy I bought that I am not giving out.
Oh yeah, okay. It'd be awkward if you were like, "Yeah, I'm not a candy guy." It's like, "Oh, okay, damn."
Yeah, no.
How we feeling, Bob? You excited?
Oh, this is not what I was expecting, but I will say there's already one omission that I'm pretty upset about.
There's a lot here. I mean, we're gonna speed through a lot of these, but
Okay. All
I'm
right.
excited. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's S through F, and also an I don't know tier if like something we both haven't eaten.
Okay.
First and foremost is Hershey's, the classic Hershey's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest Hershey's guy. It's just kind of, for lack of a better word, it's vanilla, even though it's chocolate. It's just like, it's basic. I don't really feel much for just a normal milk chocolate bar. I prefer dark chocolate nowadays.
It's interesting. Okay, I'm with you. I think this is the most C tier candy you could think
It's a
of
good
because
baseline.
you're exactly right. This is the baseline. This is the standard. I never seek out like a Hershey's bar, but like especially with like s'mores or if you're like camping, like there are specific times where it hits and
Yeah.
it's like it's never bad. I've never had a
If
bad.
you hand me a Hershey's bar, I won't be upset.
Right. Yeah. Like I think the perfect example here is like if I'm trick or treating and you give me a Hershey's, like a little thing of it, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
eat it.
Now, by comparison, Hershey's cookie and cream, those fucking slap.
Yeah, this is.
That's an A tier, honestly.
I
Maybe
know. I am debating S tier. I fucking love cookies and cream, but I don't want to
I
shoot.
I always feel like ass after I eat it, though. That's my one thing.
Interesting.
Which, granted,
Interesting.
that's all of these, but like, I don't know why
But I
cookies and cream
do.
especially.
The thing I love about this one is it provides texture to an
Yes,
otherwise very boring candy,
I
and I
think that was
really appreciate that. I'm okay with A tier. I'm okay with
yeah.
A tier.
I think my one thing is like I'm not like at a store and I'm like, oh my god, yes, Hershey's cookie and cream. I'm like, oh maybe. It
I
depends
think
on
it's
my
because I
mood.
never see it, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. It's a big deal when you do see it. Like, here's the way I look at it. The next one is Reese's peanut butter cups. This
I
is an S
know.
tier. What?
So, well, okay, well,
Oh no, Bob.
okay, hold on. Whoa, wait. Scroll through the images that we have.
Okay. What do you got? What are you looking at?
Okay, see, because here's the other thing. I
Is it missing
think
something?
a normal Reese's cup is an A tier. I
Like the
think
non peanut butter?
the Reese's pumpkins are the S tier.
The pumpkins are good. The
I think
pumpkins.
the pumpkins are way better than a normal cup. The cups are great. I think the cups are an absolute, A1 choice. I just think the pumpkins or the Easter eggs are far superior. If they
I could
both have
accept
to
that.
be in, if they both have to be in S, that's fine. I just think that it is such a tier above for me that it's not even a question.
You know what? I think you're convincing me. I'm fine with putting them in A tier, and obviously we can sort them around. If we come out of this and there's like no S tiers or very little, then
Yeah,
I think we can
we
put
can
cookies and cream.
reevaluate. Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I think you're convincing me. I think I got to put cookies and cream in S tier. These
Okay, I'm
they
okay with
hit.
that. Yeah, especially
Think
too because it's
oh,
rare. Because like Reese's you
exactly.
see all the time, but I think if like I would genuinely probably buy a cookies and cream bar just on the fact like, oh my god, I haven't seen what they like yoinked. Like, let me just go grab one of those.
We have a lot of candy, so let's try not to spend
Yeah.
too
Okay.
much time.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Kit Kat. If we're talking about like the alternate flavors, like the Japanese flavors, that's like S tier. Like the like strawberries and cream
Hmm.
one or the green matcha. Original, honestly, it's kind of the same as Hershey's for me. C tier. They're just kind of basic.
I would go B just because I do like the crunch of a Kit Kat
Yeah,
bar. I think that
they are
does.
better than Hershey's, like a tier
Yes,
above.
I think they are a tier above, so I'm good with B.
Okay, 100 grand. I never had. This is all you.
I would also go B. I think again, there's more going on here. The nougat and the kind of like crunchiness of it. And it's one of those you don't see often, but like I always appreciate them when I get them.
Yeah, for sure. Reese's Pieces. I never have these, so they're just not. They're not exciting. They're C tier to me. They're not bad. It's just why would I get this over the cups?
I used to be a lot higher on the pieces, but I think I'm with you. I think
Mhm.
I don't get excited about these like I used to. And also, I feel like because they're hard, the coating like changes the flavor. There's almost a layer of chemical on those that I
Yeah,
don't like that is not apparent in the normal Reese's. So yeah, I think I'd have to go. I'm with you.
they're worse Skittles for me. That's how I
Oh,
feel
I
about
mean, easily.
them. Yeah, a
Well,
sweet
actually, and you
tart.
know what? You know what? This probably isn't on the list, but peanut butter M&Ms, not peanut
Ooh,
M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms are
those
the
are
far
good.
superior version of Reese's Pieces.
Those are good. Sweet tarts. Now I don't know this specifically. Do you have any idea?
You don't know what sweet tarts are?
I know what sweet tarts are. I don't know what version of sweet tarts these are because I know
It's
the
the box
plain
version,
one.
but they're definitely just the rolled up like little circular disc. Like that's definitely what these
Oh,
are. It's just in a box.
is it the one that kind of dissolves?
Yes. These are the ones that are a little bit chewier. I think it's sprees are the harder version of these, but sweet tarts are like the kind of they're almost not I don't want to say they're like Smarties, but they kind of are the bigger brother of Smarties. The really small dissolvable ones that come in like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
very tiny
Yeah, that's what
um
I'm thinking of. Okay,
yeah, sweet tarts are like the older brother. I think they're B. I think they're
that's fine.
good. They're a little bit unique, but and like it was always my sister's favorite candy. And I do like the contrast of like it is literally sweet and tart. But they're
Mhm.
nothing crazy.
Three Musketeers. Now, in my opinion, Bob, excluding stuff like Reese's, I think this is the best traditional chocolate bar.
I'm Wolf. I'm right there with you. I
Hell
think
yeah.
Three Musketeers. I don't know if I'd go S,
Oh, okay.
but
I think it's an S.
I am definitely comfortable with A, only because there is a part of
We'll
me.
figure it out.
See, here's the thing. I love Three Musketeers, but every time I'm like, they're just a little too airy. They're almost a
Mm.
little too hollow sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I think
But
that's kind of why I
that can
like
be a
it.
good thing.
The thing I
But
like about them, they never get stuck in my teeth. Chocolate always gets stuck in my teeth. Three
mhm.
Musketeers don't.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Yeah. I'm fine with A tier. We can
Yeah.
reevaluate. I think we got our first F tier though, and that's Pixie Sticks. This is literally just sugar. It's just
you
sugar.
know, growing up, I would probably fight a little bit harder, but yeah, I don't like. I think
It's just sugar.
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine with F tier, honestly. I would maybe fight for D. We'll come back to that because I think there are some
Okay.
genuine. You know what? Actually, I would put this in D because there are some
Okay.
genuine
Okay.
dog shit candies on here where at least there's something with a pixie stick.
That's fair. That's fair. Airheads too chewy for me. This is a C tier. They're too chewy.
I'm with you. I think Airheads are a C. I like their flavor, but their like texture and consistency have always worked. Did you? Okay, so here's a
They
question.
have there's like different airhead types that I really like. I'm trying to think.
Do
Isn't there like
you
a really small one?
Um, I know they would. Yeah, well, there's like like the ones you'd pass out for Halloween that are a little bit more bite
Yeah.
size. But here's the thing: did you know that if you take ones that look like this picture and you hold it by one end and you shake it like honestly like a Polaroid picture, you can like like it'll like form in the wrapper and you could get it down to like the size of your pinky and then it becomes like a big chewable. That's
Oh, that's
actually
fun.
it's
I
actually
could try
better
that.
than eating it the normal way for some
I'm
reason.
gonna try that next time I get an Airheads. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just grab one and you just shake it. It's probably gonna take you a couple minutes to do it, but like it does like slowly and slowly condense into like this big little pill that you can chew on that I think is honestly better than the normal experience.
I gotta try that. I think this is Charleston Chew. That's
Is
what we
that?
got. I
I
think this is like. Hang on, I'm gonna try zooming in. Oh no, that's Bido Honey. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, this has got to go in an I don't know. This I
Yeah,
would call this an old head candy.
yeah, that's like a 70-year-old person ant candy.
Uh-huh, yeah.
That's like when you go to grandma's house and like there's that bin of like
Oh
cheap
no, we're
candy.
gonna get. I saw that candy already. We'll get there. I know
Oh,
exactly
okay.
which one that is.
Crunch. Uh,
Mm.
Crunch is weird. I don't seek it out, but whenever I have it, I'm like, yeah, this is good.
You know what? What's funny is I used to hold Crunch in a lot higher regard. I've said that about a few candies now, which is very funny.
This is such
But
a funny thing. We're talking about them like they're video games, which is great.
yeah, but here's the thing: an 100 grand is just a Crunch with caramel in the middle, and I would much rather have 100 grand. So
I
yeah,
respect that.
I think Crunch is very much in the C tier where it is just fine.
This one I don't know about. Is this like
And
bubblegum?
was that Noco?
Necco.
Necco.
That's another old head. Oh, it's like a wafer. Necco wafers. That's
Yeah,
an old head.
I think that is an old head. Yeah, I got nothing on that one.
Sour Patch Kids. I'm
S.
curious. Yeah, that's an
It's an
S for
S
you?
tier for me. It's an S tier for me.
I can respect that. Yeah, I'm fine with S tier. S tier. I don't like down Sour Patch Kids. I can't
Oh,
just
I
have
will
a bag and
down.
go
I will
crazy.
ruin my taste buds for days because of and like okay, so here's
They're
a
good.
question because
They're a
this
good
one
end of
isn't on
night snack.
here. What about the watermelon ones? How do you feel about the watermelon ones?
Watermelon. This one.
No, the Sour
Oh,
Patch
watermelon
watermelons.
Sour Patch. Oh, I don't think. Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
The
Those
little
are good.
watermelon slices.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some people like those more because honestly they're less sour. But and I think they're fine, but like I don't think there's anything better than a blue Sour Patch Kid. That is just
Yeah.
like a
They're definitely
go.
aggressively sour.
But they're also like I do love how chewy they are, and it's the kind
Yeah.
of chewy that doesn't stick to your teeth.
Yeah, no. I would never turn down a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yep.
Nerds, I don't like nerds.
I'm good with putting Nerds in D, because I think it's right up there with Pixie Sticks where they're not offering much. And honestly,
Mhm.
Nerds kind of get stuck in your teeth. That being said, have you ever had a Nerds gummy cluster?
Dude, those are good, but also whenever I have one, I feel horrible. I'm like, I
Okay,
can't eat these. They're
that
so
would
good though.
probably those are an S tier for me.
I
Is
wonder
a
if that's
Nerds
on here.
gummy cluster because it is the perfect amalgamation of like Nerds, but also like the because they had the Nerds rope, which is the clusters are just bite-sized versions of those. Um, I think the gummy clusters are top tier food or candy. One of the greatest innovations of the
Yeah,
last
they're
5 years.
great. No, they're pretty insane. Good and plenty? I don't think I've heard of this one.
I gotta be honest, like Good and Plenty, Mike and Ike's. There's like another. Was it the?
Like
There's another one of those that it's like
Milk Duds?
the
Oh,
pill.
hot tamales.
No, not hot tamales.
Lemonhead?
No, it's like a. There's like another name for them. Um,
By the way,
but
guys, we gotta get through this. We gotta speed it up.
no, I know. But honestly, I think they're D. I don't think there's anything remarkable about these.
Yeah.
But they're not offensive. But like, I
I'd
don't
definitely
think
rather
they're.
have lemon heads.
Oh, I would have so many other, yeah, like
Yeah.
ones than those.
Twizzlers. I don't like Twizzlers. I don't like them anymore. My
I
dad loves Twizzlers.
I am not a licorice person. If it were up to me, I'd go F. I'm okay with D.
Yeah, I can eat a Twizzler at least, so I'm fine
I,
with D. But
yeah, not a fan.
Dots too chewy. They're too like stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think probably a D as well. This is my mom's favorite candy. I don't know why. I just, yeah, I not a fan.
My dad will eat Twizzlers and peanut M&Ms like crazy to the point where he would start. Had to ask him, "It's like, Dad, you got to stop eating peanut M&Ms." But he's like, "Oh, they're fine. They're good. It's peanuts." It's like they're still chocolate, Dad.
Yeah, yeah. What? That's a crazy rationalization. Not like there's
M&M.
broccoli in the middle.
M&Ms though. Speaking of, they're fucking bangers. I love M&Ms.
Yeah, so again, I think peanut butter M&Ms are now my new favorite, but like I'm okay with A. I think they're easily pocketable. You know, you can have a couple, you can grab a little handful and totally be okay. I think the chocolate content's good. I'm fine with A. I think that's a gold standard.
Listen, Bob, I gave you Sour Patch Kids for S. Can I get M&Ms in S? That's all I
Yeah,
ask.
if you want
I
it,
love
sure.
M&Ms.
I'm fine with that.
I love M&Ms.
Yeah,
Those are like the easiest ones for me to pop in. It's like I don't feel bad afterwards. I'm just like snacking on M&Ms.
yeah.
This one I don't know what this
Is it
is.
just like a variety pack? What
Is
zoom in
it?
on that.
Oh, it's just gum.
It's Gum? All right, get that in the fucking F tier. If I get gum on Halloween, I'm
That
punching somebody.
yeah, no. I love gum, but like I like gum as like I chill out and I'm eating gum.
Yeah,
Helps
what?
it helps me focus, but like
That
not
is
Halloween.
that
That's
is
crazy.
an insane fucking thing to put on this list.
Andes, I've never had.
So
That's it.
Andy's, you've probably had this at a restaurant before. It's the little chocolate
Oh,
with
it's
the
the
center
mint.
of mint in the
Yes.
middle.
S. I love these.
Really? Okay, all right. I think you're getting a little crazy.
Okay. I'll give you A. I love these
I
things
think
so
I
much.
think A is totally fine for those, but I
So
do like how you,
my favorite thing about a restaurant after the meal is like you get those chocolate mints. I'm like, fuck yes.
yeah, they are good. They are good, but I think S is a little crazy.
I'm sorry, it was the first reaction when you told me
No, you're good. You're
the
good.
mint chocolate. Dude,
Okay,
one of my
real
favorite
quick.
combos is mint chocolate.
So real quick, how do you feel about the peppermint, not the hard peppermint, but like those soft peppermints that are like the little spheres?
Oh, I don't like those because
Yeah,
they're weird. They're not bad, but I'm just like, give me a hard peppermint, man.
I feel like that's such a controversial one. But yeah, I'm with you. I they're fine.
Yeah. This one I don't know about. Wonka Runts. Never had one.
I think Runts is what I was thinking of. They're little hard candies similar to like a Good and Plenty or Mike and Ike's. I'm fine with C's fine. I think they're not as offensive.
This is all you, by the way. I have no clue.
C's good. I think the
Okay.
flavor's good, but like pretty unremarkable otherwise.
Laffy Taffy. I love the banana Laffy Taffy. Um,
Y- I'd be willing to put this in B because I would rather have Laffy Taffy over Airhead. Um,
yeah.
and I think they have better flavors. And also the jokes. You gotta love the jokes on the
Oh,
wrap.
dude, I love them. They're so corny.
Hmm.
Werther's original. This is F.
This is the old head grandma candy. This is what
Yeah.
you give out if you're an old head is a Werther's original. They are disgusting. Like it's
See,
like butter. Well, they're not disgusting, but it's like
that's the thing. I like butterscotch. I don't want butterscotch for Halloween.
I don't want a Werther's butterscotch. Is what I don't
Exactly.
want. Like that's just yeah, it's a weird candy.
This is the true grandma's thing. Whatever the strawberry
Yes.
thing is. Who
Yeah.
made these?
Yeah. Don't like them. Keep them in F. That's whatever.
Back to fire. Hershey's Kisses. These are one of my favorite chocolates.
I would be okay with either A or B. If I had to pick, I'd probably go B. But
I definitely go A. But
yeah, I'm fine with A. I
okay.
think they're really good. And honestly, my mom would make cookies. It's like peanut butter cookies where you smash a Hershey's Kisses in the middle. Um, really underrated cookie.
Mhm.
And so that's what I mostly think of. But yeah, no, I'm good with A. I think the density is what makes them so good.
Yeah. The thing I like, it's pretty clear with my candy choices. I like stuff that I could just like pop in, like pop in
Yep.
my mouth real
Yep.
quick, and just
Hmm.
a quick savory is not the word. Quick sweet type
Hmm.
snack.
Yep.
Mike and Ike. I've never really been a biggest Mike and Ike, which is funny considering what I just said. But like the pill stuff never did much for me compared to
I'm
the
okay with D.
M&Ms.
I don't. It's again. It's another Good and Plenty. They're pretty unremarkable.
So they only have one Snickers here. They don't distinguish between the dick vein and the non-dick vein Snickers. If we're doing dick vein, that's an S. I don't know. Snickers. I like Snickers. I've been
I
more. I like Twix more.
really okay. That's interesting because I like Snickers more. For me, I think Snickers is an A tier.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a
I
tier
respect.
above like 100 grand. I think they're
Here's my thing, Bob. They're not better than Three Musketeers, and I don't think
they're
they're the
not.
same tier.
They're not, but like I still think they are a tier above what's below them because they nailed the blend of like caramel, peanut, and chocolate and nougat.
We got to start putting a B plus tier.
Yeah, it's crazy how these tiers are working out. Also, peanut butter Snickers again. If you haven't noticed, I love peanut
Yeah,
butter.
peanut
Those
butter's
are S
good.
tier as well.
Peanut butter's good, but God, is it high calories? It's crazy how high peanut butter is
Yeah.
calorie wise. Easiest F tier of my life. Almond
Thank
Joy.
God, Wolf. I thought I was gonna have to fight for you
We're
for
good. We're
F on
good.
this one with you. Oh, thank God, you have good taste. All right.
There are very few flavors I hate more than coconut. I
Yep.
cannot stand
Ass.
coconut.
I hate the texture of coconut more than
Yeah.
I hate the
So
taste. Actually.
coconut and avocados are my big like no.
Okay, disagree on avocados, but that's okay. Coconut wheat,
No,
I
I
hate.
know I'm wrong about avocados. That's the thing. Baby Ruth. I have never had a Baby Ruth.
Um, yeah, I think they're just a worse like Snickers, 100 grand, all of those types.
The C
They're
tier.
I think C tier is totally fine.
Caramel apple pops.
What the
This is an
fuck are
old hat.
these?
This is an old hat.
I've never had these before. That is a crazy one.
This is the Charleston Chew.
Okay, yeah,
um,
I think they're fine.
yeah, C tier. I don't mind the Charleston Chew. This is
Yeah.
C tier to me is like I'm not seeking you out. I'm not buying you at the grocery store. But if someone handed them to me or I saw them in my Halloween basket, I'm happy with it.
Weirdly enough, I associate Charleston Chew with like airport.
Yeah, that's actually a
I
good
don't know
point.
why, but
You always see them at
airport.
the airport, and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Goodbar never had this. I'm curious what you think.
I'm okay with B because it's nah, actually put it in C. Because
All right.
I would equate it to like a crunch bar.
It's crazy how much candy is kind of mid
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
C tier.
Well,
That's crazy.
people always say that about American candy. Is that a lot of it is mid.
Bubblegum pop. I forget what this one's called
It's
exactly.
gum.
Oh,
It's yeah,
double
double
bubble.
bubble. It's
Yeah.
literally gum. For me, that's F tier. I mean, like, what are we doing? I don't
Do you
care that it's
do you hate
sweet.
gum unequivocally, or is it
No,
just
I
kind of
like gum, but if I'm getting gum during Halloween and if we're
okay?
doing a
Okay.
candy tier list, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Swedish fish.
Mm.
Mm,
I think
C or
it's a B.
B? Yeah,
I
B.
think it's
Okay.
a B. I think it's a tier above mid. But like, yeah, I like where it's at. I think that's a good category. It's slightly above. I would pick that out a little bit more than I would the C tier.
It is funny, Bob. I was saying Three Musketeers might be the best traditional chocolate bar, but I'm seeing one right now that I'm like, wait, hang on. I think this might be it. I'm curious
Okay,
what you think.
interesting. Okay,
Uh, Blow Pop. This is like this is lollipop gum. It's better than traditional gum. I'm still like really sad when I see these. I'm like, I don't want this.
so here's the thing. I think blow pops are D because again, there's gum in the middle, and I think we're coming up on it. Tootsie Roll Pops, I think, are the better one
Yeah,
because you're getting the chocolate in the middle.
we could do that real quick. Tootsie Roll Pop. I'd put that C, just a tier above.
Yeah, yeah. I
What
never
about?
liked the texture of them.
Oh, okay. You're lower on it. Okay, I
No,
thought
no,
I was
no.
going to say
No,
never
no.
mind.
I was
No,
saying
if that's the case, then yeah, D.
no, no.
But
C. I would put it in C. I was almost gonna fight
okay,
for
okay.
B, but then I'm like, no, I think C's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Fireball. I don't like spicy, so F tier for me. I don't know how you feel.
I'm fine with D. It's not offensive, but like I don't mind cinnamon, and like spicy cinnamon, but like yeah, I'm not. It's not repulsive.
I think this is like flavored Tootsie.
It is. Have you ever had these?
No, I haven't. This is only in.
Okay. Well, you might think I'm crazy for this. I think these are S tier
I'm not
candies.
putting them in S tier. You're
Okay,
crazy.
it has to be A because
Okay.
these are some of the best fruit candies that you can get.
I'm,
Like you're talking about these are better Laffy Taffies because they're
okay.
not as chewy, they're not as sticky. They have a similar consistency to a
Oh,
Tootsie
you
Roll.
know what? I
The
may have had
flavors
these.
the flavors are bangers, dude. They are so good.
Is there a banana one?
Yes, there is.
All right, S tier. I'll give it to you.
Okay. All right,
You
let's
tell me there's a
go,
banana.
baby.
Listen, you tell me there's a banana. Banana's like my favorite flavor. I love
Let's
banana.
go.
Let's do original Tootsie Roll while we're at it. Chewy, but not bad. B or C.
See, I think it's B because here's the thing. I think Hershey Kisses at A, Tootsie Rolls at B, and Hershey's Bar at C is the perfect scale of where I would rank those.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. That's real. Fun Dip. You know how I feel about fucking pixie sticks.
Yeah, you
So,
can put it
Fun
in
Dip.
D. I think,
Yeah,
yeah, these are. It's literally like, hey, let's take a stick of solid sugar and dip it in granular sugar. Have fun.
exactly. Fruit
Okay,
roll-ups. I
these
love
aren't
these.
candies. Fruit roll up is not a candy. It's a
Wait,
snack.
yeah, but like, do you not? No, but there's like those like individual wrappers you would
I
get.
know there are. I have never gone a fruit roll up for Halloween.
Oh, you haven't got you. were poor, man. You didn't go to the
I
rich
yeah,
neighborhood.
I don't know. I think people just understood that it's not a Halloween candy.
I look at
Um,
it as a Halloween candy. That's definitely something we can disagree on.
I mean, I like them. I think they're a B, but
Okay.
I just wouldn't associate it with candy or Halloween.
Now for Gushers, this is one I would fight for like S or A. I
I
love
think it's an
Gushers.
S tier. I think
Okay,
Gushers
we're
are
good. Hell
incredible,
yeah.
especially the like sour Gushers. Oh, those are so good.
I love Gushers, man. They always hit.
Yeah,
Though it is that thing where like they start to hit my teeth when you get next to
100%.
the bottom of the bag. It's like I gotta stop.
Yep, yep.
Haribo Gold Bears. I never eat these, so I'm curious what you think. This
I
is
think
on
it's C. I think they're. Mm, no, I'd go B actually.
okay.
I think they're a little like they are the gold standard gummy bears. Like I could pop those in and eat them, and like they're, yeah, I'd go B.
This is funny. Werther's Originals.
How are there two
So
Werther's originals
I
on here?
hang
That
on, okay.
makes this is an affront to God.
Okay, wait. So this is the chewy caramel version, and this is the hard candy version.
Oh,
I mean, they're both F.
yeah, that's still crazy to me. Like
That's
I
very
don't care
funny.
if I see Werther's, it's an F tier.
Heath. Heath hurts my teeth every time, but I love toffee. I love the flavor of toffee.
I'm good with B. I think
Yeah.
it's a unique one, and I got to give it credit for that, and I don't mind the consistency.
Now this is the one that I thought could test with Three Musketeers. Butterfinger. I love Butterfinger.
Really?
I love
Okay, see,
Butterfinger.
Butterfingers are very interesting. Have you ever had a fresh Butterfinger?
Oh, what do you mean fresh?
So here's the thing. When most people think Butterfingers, they think it's a little bit hard on the inside and really chewy and one of the I associate Butterfingers as the candy most prone to stick to your teeth. And
Yeah.
and like I don't like that. I would still give it a B in most regards. However, when I was in Alaska, and this is a crazy side tangent, but there was they would get their shipments like fresh, like they would only get one shipment a week for like groceries and stuff, and so we got a Butterfinger from the store, and I took a bite with my buddy's uncle who was on this like big trip with, and we both looked at each other like we just saw a miracle or like our eyes widened because it was, dude, it was, I wouldn't say it was like biting into a Three Musketeer, but it was the softest Butterfinger I
Oh
had
no.
ever had in my life. It was a game changer. I
I've
was
never
like,
had that.
dude, it like I would love nothing more than for everyone to try that experience because that Butterfinger was an S tier and maybe one of my favorite candies of all time. However, most Butterfingers, I'd go with a B because they're good, but they are fucking annoying if they get stuck in your teeth.
I'm fine with sticking to A then, if that's the case.
Okay.
I really love
If
Butterfinger.
you really love it, I'm fine with A. I
Okay.
just that is the one that gets stuck in my teeth the most. I hate that feeling.
That's fair, I get it. Hot tamales, I don't like it spicy. So I'm curious what you
I
think.
think because they're chewy, I'd put it in C. Um,
I really hate these, so I put it
okay,
in
fine.
F.
D.
So D.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm fine with D.
All right, we're collaborating. This is good. We're
Yeah,
actually
yeah, no,
agreeing
this
more
is
than I
good. This is
thought.
good.
Lemonhead. I'm curious what you think. I don't. I like Lemonhead.
I like Lemonhead, but I tire of them a lot faster than I do other candies, so I'm okay with C.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I These are the annoying. I hate these candies because these are the really cheap ones that you see them in your Halloween bag, and it's like, oh god.
You would go
These
F
are
for Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Rancher. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I don't like Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
I always get
Uh,
sad when I say a Jolly. I know you. Are you a Jolly Ranchers truther? I'm fine with putting it higher for you.
I'm not a truther, but like I still really like them.
I'm fine with going up. I don't hate that. It's just the thing of like when I see them in my bag, I get sad. I'm like, oh god,
You know what?
Jolly
I'm
Ranchers.
fine with D.
D.
I was gonna fight for C, but I don't think I can put him at C. I think D's fine.
Junior mints. I love mint chocolate. You already know how I feel.
Yeah, I'm good with B.
B. Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
fine.
good. That's a good
It's
B.
it's worse than Andy's for sure.
Yes.
Ring pop. That's not a Halloween candy. But also, I mean,
Oh
Gushers
no,
and
I've
so.
gone. Oh, okay, hold on. I've got way more ring pops than I have fucking fruit by the foot or fruit roll ups.
Oh, I've gotten so
Um,
many fruit roll-ups, man.
I think I think the novelty deserves a C because I would rather have a ring pop over like a Jolly Rancher. But if you're gonna put it in F, I guess we gotta put it in
Oh
D.
no. I'm fine with.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was like hovering.
Okay. I think they're a
I
C.
like ring
I
pops.
think they're a C. I think they got good flavors.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, and I like that it's like you can literally put it on your finger and not have to hold on to it and like suck
Mhm.
it for a while.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Payday. This is like this is always the Dollar General candy bar for me. I'm always like, why would I get Payday over anything else? It's not bad.
I love peanut butter, but putting actual peanuts on it is a bridge too far,
Mhm.
and so I'm okay with C.
Yeah. It's not bad. Just Toblerone, dude. You went to the rich ass neighborhood if you got Toblerone.
That's
I love
another
Toblerone.
that's another airport candy. I think right up there with the. I think slightly better. I would go B, but I'm okay with A.
I'm fine with B. I
Yeah,
don't.
I
I,
don't.
they're definitely like they're definitely they're too bougie for me.
Yeah, I
I
I
do
think
like
that's
them.
fine.
Uh, peanut M and M's, not regular M and M's. I don't like them as much as regular M and M's, but I still really like them.
The problem with peanut M&Ms is that if you get a bad peanut, they are some of the worst candy you can have. Like it
Yeah, that's true.
genuinely ruins my experience. So for that reason, I would go C, but I'm okay with B.
I'm cool with C for the sole reason that I would never choose peanut M&M over regular M&Ms.
Yeah, they're just extremely inconsistent, and I hate that.
Mamba, this is such an easy F tier for me.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
no
just
fair.
nothing of quality about Mamba. Milk Duds. C. I don't hate Milk Duds. How do I feel about
Do
them?
I fight for B on this?
I'm
Because
fine with fighting.
I think they're
I,
a step above the C tier candy. I think
okay.
there's something a little more unique about them that I can't.
I like how
I could
poppable they are.
yes. Another good movie theater candy.
Yeah, exactly. Milky Way. I put this up with Three Musketeers and Butterfinger in that tier personally. I'm
I
curious.
know. I'm okay with A. I think it's
Okay,
a
yeah.
good.
I
I
love
think it's
Milky
a
Way.
good. Yeah.
They're not here in the U.S., but Lion, Crunch Bar, and Galaxy were two
Mm,
really good candy bars that I would eat all the time in Jordan. Lion was like a crunch, kind of like crunch, but like it was like
yes.
the shape. It was like both crunchy, but it also had the softness of a Three Musketeers. It's
I've
so
heard of
good.
some of these.
Yeah, Lion is really good, and then
I think
Galaxy is.
you can like actually. Uh,
There's probably international food marts with them. Yeah, I've
yeah.
seen them here.
But like Amazon, I think you can even order them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it nowadays. I just remember as a kid that was the thing I would look forward to the most about going to Jordan is oh boy I get to have Lion again. And Galaxy is just better Hershey's. This one I don't know about.
Let's zoom in.
Now and later. This
Oh
is
man, I haven't seen these in forever. I think it's a D. I don't think there's anything like crazy about them, but
yeah, especially I mean they look like these the goats Starburst. I love Starburst.
I, ooh man, I think Starburst is an S tier.
Oh, I think so too.
I think they're pretty fucking good.
I didn't want to say it in case you were a hater.
No, yeah, I think they're
I
pretty
love
fucking
Starburst.
good.
I love Starburst. Apple is crazy.
Yeah, this is like
F.
put it in the F tier. Why is there okay? Get the toothbrushes in F tier too. What are we fucking doing here?
I think that's supposed to show is like when you went trick or treating, some fucking
100%. Yeah,
shithead house would give you an apple. You know
yeah,
what?
or like dental floss.
New tier.
New tier.
Kill the homeowner here.
Burn down the house.
I gotta make it a different color.
Oh
Yep,
my
and that's
god.
apples and toothbrushes.
You know,
Raisins.
put the watermelons in there too.
Yeah, I'm putting the watermelons down there. You know what? Well, almond joy. No, almond joy. Almond joy is at least like you have a little bit of respect for me, even
Yeah.
if they're disgusting. Raisins. That's an F. That's an easy
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight for Raisin Nets, dude. That's such a dumb
I,
candy.
it's not a candy, really. I mean, like
Right, exactly.
I like raisins, but I don't want them for Halloween.
Yeah.
Skittles. This is the easiest S tier. I'm sorry. Like this is
Okay, good.
ridiculous.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were gonna go S or A,
No,
but yeah, I
Skittles
agree.
is
Like
god tier.
Skittles are so good.
Smarties.
I
Not
think Smarties are the worst sweet tarts. I'm okay with C, but I would even go D. I don't think there's
I
anything
put them D.
remarkable
I'm not
about
a
them.
fan of them. It
Yeah.
is crazy how many more C's and D's than we have than S and A.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think yeah.
Yeah, no, that probably is what most
Did
things are.
you did you ever have weird kids in your school growing up who would like crunch up the Smarties and like snort them?
Oh, dude, I think I did that
Because
once.
because like I'm pretty sure like 90% of the people who did that just turned into like drug dealers. Like that's just like that's my read on the situation.
Hey, listen, you know what? It's better than doing drugs is to do
Yes,
Smarties.
I guess so.
Sugar Daddy. I never liked the name of these. They
I don't
always
think
stick
I've
me.
ever had one, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I've never had one. I just never liked the name, so
Yeah.
IDK. Uh, I'm curious,
Oh boy.
Bob.
Oh boy.
How do you feel about candy corn? I'll let you go first.
You know, it's another one where I used to like it growing up, but nowadays, like I understand the wax allegations. I can't put it higher than a C, but I'm not gonna like tank it to an F either.
Bob, can I admit something?
Oh boy.
I fucking love candy corn. I
Oh
love
my
candy corn.
god.
I'm a candy corn sicko, dude. I will always defend candy corn. I will never understand why people hate on candy corn. They
Will eat
taste good.
I
Listen,
will eat candy corn, but I am not seeking it out.
B. I'll give you B. Is that okay?
Yo, what? There's no way you would put that in.
I would rather eat candy corn than Crunch, than Reese's Pieces, than Hershey's.
Oh my god, dude! I
I
so
love
hard
candy.
dis. It would honestly, now looking at it, it would be in D for me.
Give me
I
C.
think we
Give me
have to put it
C.
in C. We also have to put it in C just because at least we're riding the line of not being controversial. Where it's like,
Dude, I don't think that's great. Candy corn tastes good.
no, dude. I don't know. The older I get, the more I have become radicalized against it. I still don't hate it, but like my love for it has faded over the years.
All right, fine. Fine, go with the sheeple. Yeah, you don't have your own opinion.
Wait, okay, real quick. What's your opinion on Peeps?
I hate Peeps.
Okay, all right, all right. At least we have some common ground there.
Twix. I love Twix. I'm curious
Yeah,
what you
where
think.
would you put Twix?
Uh, B tier, a step below Butterfinger and Snickers and
Okay, I think I agree with you. I wasn't sure if I'd have to fight you against this one, but no,
no,
I think B is fair.
yeah, Twix is not something I get like really excited for, but I'm always like, yeah, I could fuck a Twix up.
Yeah.
Warheads. I've never been a Warheads guy.
This is too aggressive to where I would put it in D. They're
I'm
way
fine with
too
that.
aggressive of a sour candy. They do remind me of like a hot tamale or like a fireball where it's like
Yeah.
I'm not really like you got like it would take me 50 Sour Patch Kids to get to the sourness of a warhead and I just would rather have 50 Sour Patch Kids.
I get that. Uh, Whoppers.
Ooh,
This is a worst Milk Duds to me.
yes, correct.
Yeah, so C tier.
Not
Just not
bad. I like I
exactly.
do appreciate the maltiness, but yes, they are worse milk duds.
York. I mean, milk chocolate or mint chocolate. I'm always a sucker for. I like York. I put it B personally. I don't know how you feel.
I was gonna say A. Actually,
Okay, okay,
mm,
okay.
no, I don't know if I can put it in S, but a York patty is just
I'm
so soft and good. Yeah, it's got to be A.
yeah. I love York.
Yeah, I
I
do love good York.
I always get worried about like I think this is S. It's like you idiot. I think that's F. That's how it's been the
No,
whole
you're
time.
good.
So I'm always
You're
like
good.
scared to give my real take. Zero. I've never even heard of.
Yeah, I haven't either. This must be some like Jackie G British bullshit.
Oh man, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But that's weird because they don't have other international candies. I've never heard of this. I wonder if this is like one of those '90s things where it
It's
existed
made
for
by
like
Hershey.
2 years. It's
It's a
what?
white cream with almonds. It's made by Hershey.
Almond is the biggest like buzzkill you could ever say to me. I hate almonds.
That is so fascinating.
That's weird. I've never heard of that. Huh.
Huh. Learn something
Uh,
new.
I gotta say, Bob, I'm pretty happy with this.
I think this is a pretty good list.
I think other than candy corn, which you know what, I fought hard for the
You
candy
knew
corn
that was going to
truthers.
be controversial. You
I
knew that was going to be
I fought
controversial.
hard for the candy corn truthers. I should be noted. I don't. It's not like I say it's my favorite candy, but I'm always like, guys, it's good. It's candy corn. It tastes good.
I don't
Whatever.
know, man.
Whatever. I always got so excited when I got candy. I was the one kid that was like, "Fuck yeah, candy corn."
No, I did eat a lot of candy corn growing up. I don't know. Maybe
You-
COVID
you-
ruined my taste buds. I don't have the tolerance for it anymore.
Real quick, I don't want to go through everything again, but just the S and A and the D and F. S tier, we have Hershey's Cookies and Cream, Sour Patch Kids, M&M's, the Tootsie flavored, not the
The
original Tootsies,
fruit
the flavored
fruit
ones.
tootsies.
Yeah, fruit Tootsies. Uh, uh, Gushers, Starburst, Skittles,
That's a
and then
good S tier.
yeah, really. A tier, Reese's peanut butter cups. I tried, guys. I wanted it in S tier, but Bob liked his damn pumpkins.
They are
uh,
the correct S tier.
Three Musketeers, Andes mint chocolate, Hershey's Kisses, Snickers, Butterfingers, Milky Way, and York. And then for F tier, we have gum, both Werthers, Almond Joy, gum, Mamba, and Raisinets. And then we have Kill the Homeowner, where it's apples, toothbrushes, and those grandma strawberry candies.
Hey Wolf,
I'll say
wh-
this S
why
tier. I
don't you
think we need.
Wolf? Why don't you bump up Three Musketeers the S tier?
Okay, thank you. I want, dude. I thought it was crazy. I'm like,
I
Three
think I
Musketeers
think
S tier.
that looks right.
No, Bob. What's the best candy of all time? I,
I mean,
let's say
for
it on the
me,
count of three. Let's say it on the count of three.
uh, wait,
One, two, three. M and M's.
pumpkin Reese's.
Oh my
Like,
god.
what are we doing here?
I mean, listen. M and M's and Reese's peanut butter cups are the same tier. They're okay. Pumpkin Reese's are not that much better than Reese's peanut butter.
I disagree.
I think you're crazy. I think that
No,
is the take that'll get us killed. Is the Reese's peanut butter cups in A.
no, I think they are Reese's peanut butter cups are very good, but they are no pumpkins or Easter eggs.
Oh, the Easter
Also,
eggs,
the
guys.
peanut dude, you got to try the peanut butter M&Ms if you haven't. They are
Yeah, I want
phenomenal.
to try. I think I tried them a long time ago. I should try them.
It's the red bag. They are phenomenal.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that. I love M and M's. They're so good.
So good.
Um, but yeah, that's our tier list. That was fun, Bob. I want to do more tier list type stuff. It does take a while, but I think
Does.
it's a ton of fun.
That was a good time.
Yeah. Let's talk real quick about what we've been playing. It's just Pokemon and Outer Worlds 2 for us.
Yeah.
Outside of like anything else. I'll say just real quick my final thoughts on Pokemon. I did finish it. I'm working on 100%, which I'm going to need some trades from you, Bob, to finish my Pokedex if you could help me out there.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm very happy with this game. I think it has its problems. It doesn't look the way that I think it should for how much money Pokemon makes. And, mainly like stuff like the Pokemon animations I wish were better. Lumios, I really like exploring Lumios, but it's also like, damn, I do wish we could have explored the region and not just one city. But otherwise, I'm like, yeah, this is a great game. If I had to rate it, it'd be like an 8 out of 10. Very solid experience, all things considered. And the post game is grindy. Bench was right about that. There's a lot of
Yeah,
like
dude.
battles you have to do. But outside of that, I'm like, yeah, this is a very good Pokemon game. I'd say I think Legends Arceus is better, but I wouldn't say by much. Is how I'm feeling right now.
hmm Yeah, I also finished ZA last weekend. I think, and I'm also like, I don't know, weirdly enough, I am burnt out. Like, I do not have any desire to do the 100%, or like, I stopped doing the side quests near the tail end of the game, except for a couple. I was just like, I kind of hit my point with it. I think the new battle system is really good, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, by the end game, I just like I don't know. I didn't find it to be that much more interesting than the turn based because I ended up doing the same exact thing I would during the turn based. Um, but I still like it. I still like that they did it because I was wrong about hating it, but I did find the combat to just kind of turn very uninteresting, and maybe that's
Mhm.
also too more like I wish the enemies
I wish they scaled
were
up higher. They
not
like
only
just stop leveling up.
and that's always a Pokemon issue. I remember talking about that with Scarlet and Violet. My biggest beef with that game is I had to look up a guide to see the right way to go about it because otherwise I'd be way too over or under leveled. And I wish they would just do dynamic leveling. That would just solve every single problem I have with the system or most of them. But I do wish that the um the trainers against you would be a little bit more creative because it kind of felt like you could read their patterns before they'd even make their first move. And maybe that's different in the online. I honestly haven't really bothered with it because I played it for one night and thought it was terrible. But
Mhm.
anyway, um, my other thing too is I think the more I've played of ZA, the more I realize I love Arceus so much because of the unique perspective of story it was telling, where you
Yeah.
are taking more of like a Pokemon professor, observer, researcher approach rather than a trainer, and discovering more about a world you're familiar with, but there's still a lot of mystery and secrets to it. Whereas like this is just 5 years after X and Y, you're a Pokemon trainer just doing Pokemon battles. I didn't think it was like while they were experimental and changed it up on the battle system and some of the mechanics and the progression of the game, like I do like the truly unique approach Arceus took and why I still hold that game in a much higher regard. But like this game is still very good. Um and I got to give him credit that the presentation is very, very good. I was shocked at how high quality the ending, last few hours were. Like that was some really good stuff outside of the battle you have to do for the final boss. That was a bit weird. Didn't really love that necessarily. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's
The
it's
two
definitely
the two static enemies, we'll say that.
yeah, yeah.
That
Which makes
wasn't exactly a high point for me. But the presentation was fantastic. I mean, the
there is a desire to move forward and do crazy things with this franchise. I just think it
absolutely.
really comes down to budget and time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This game is clearly at odds with itself. It wants to
Yes,
do so much more, and yet it still doesn't have voice acting.
for the love
It's
of
like
God.
it's
It's getting
so
ridiculous.
you can really tell. And again, I just keep thinking back to that Private Division Game Freak game is going to be so interesting because it just makes me feel like they are screaming in a glass box, "Let me cook," and this damn Pokemon company won't let me because of time and budget constraints. Um, and yeah, so I enjoyed my time with ZA. I thought it was really good, but I do think I like Arceus more, and I do think this game is at odds with itself at a lot of points. So for me, I think I'd because I don't do half points, I would give it a 7. But I still, and that's the
Mhm.
thing, I gave it a 7, still really loved it.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a 7 you like a 9, really.
Hmm.
That's how I look at it.
Hmm.
Real quick, Bob, there was some breaking news while we
Uh-oh.
were recording. Semi-breaking news. Lex Friedman did an interview with Dan Hauser, the Dan Hauser from Rockstar, so big deal.
Right.
Gabe put out some headlines that I found really interesting. I'm just gonna real quick shout them out. Dan Hauser reveals that Rockstar was way over budget and way behind schedule on Red Dead Redemption 2, which led to a lot of pressure and doubt towards them. I'm not too surprised about that. You look
Yeah.
at that game,
Yeah.
yeah, that's budget, and it got delayed multiple times, so I'm not too shocked about that.
That makes
This
sense.
this one is spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 1, so I don't think I'll say it, but interesting thing there.
So
This
you'll have
one,
to tell me after the pod.
yeah, okay. Dan Hauser reveals that Arthur Morgan getting tuberculosis was inspired by his grandfather, who had tuberculosis prior to antibiotics and right after Dan's father was born. So that's a cool little thing.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that
Um,
makes a lot more sense because like, why the hell else is that a storyline?
Real quick, I don't know if you remember. Do you know Gavin from Red Dead Redemption 2? Do you remember that character?
Not by name alone, but let me look him
Okay,
up
yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, this is not one that I remember either, so I don't know if I want to shout it out. Oh,
Yep. Is perpetually missing, searched for by his friend Nigel. I think this is a side quest.
yeah, Dan Hauser gives some clarity. He said that it wasn't meant to be an unsolvable troll from Rockstar, and the intention was that Gavin simply isn't there with Nigel anymore. He also confirmed that Gavin existed and is in a split personality and could show up in future RDR games.
Oh yeah, he
So
just actually wasn't programmed into the game.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Uh, this one's really interesting. Dan Hauser has finally confirmed who the strange man is in Red Dead Redemption. If you remember that side quest of like
Oh
kind of this guy
yeah.
with a top hat who is just doing weird things. He's quote he's meant to be a kind of manifestation of your shadow, your karma, the devil. Uh,
Hmm.
very cool. He's because there
Yeah.
was always a theory that he wasn't actually there.
Right.
And this is probably the biggest thing. Two big things come back to back. Dan Houser says that Agent was canceled because spy stories simply don't work as video games the same way they do in movies.
He's
I don't
not
know if I agree with
wrong.
that. I don't know. He also most notes it's because Agent would have been an open world game which couldn't work as a spy due to the protagonist always having to be against the clock. One version was in the 1970s and another in modern day. See, with that context, that makes a lot more sense. I don't think you could do an open world spy game.
Yeah. No, 100%. It would have to
Yep.
be linear.
He did also officially cancel it. So
Oh
technically it's not
no.
vaporware anymore.
No.
This one's really interesting. Dan Houser reveals that Rockstar played around with a quote Knights game that would have had mythological elements, but they never got very far with it. And if you remember, this was kind of teased at the end of Red Dead 2, but it seems like they never really went anywhere with that idea.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Damn it. Now I'm kind of
I
that
would have been
sounds
really
cool.
interesting.
Like, could you
Uh,
imagine them making like a Game of Thrones style game? Damn, now I'm
yeah.
upset.
And then his last remarks, which was really sweet. Just to be clear, because I always like to make this very clear, it was never me. It always me sat alongside people with actual real talent who did amazing things. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
I really want. I'm gonna listen to that interview. Hopefully this weekend. I'm excited because I love Dan Houser. I'm fascinated by him, and to have just a big deep dive discussion about him would be really exciting.
Is he just doing this for like a lead up in the GTA or?
No, he doesn't work at Rockstar anymore. So it would be for his other thing. Oh god, it was like
Oh
this
yeah, that's right. He left and created his own
absurd
studio.
ventures. That
That's
thing.
right. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
curious about that. What's also absurd is you playing Outer Worlds 2, Bob.
I don't know
Finally.
about that.
I don't know. It's been a while since the game was revealed, so it's a little crazy. We're
Yeah.
finally there.
Yeah, we
Just
are.
quick thoughts, because I think you're pretty early.
Yeah, I've only completed the first planet, which is, more or less the tutorial planet. Um I gotta say, I think I talked about this with Hades. Um, it it felt really good to be back in an Outer Worlds game. I
Hmm.
don't know why I didn't get that feeling with Avowed necessarily. Um, but and I don't want to, just continually compare this or take shots to Avowed, but because they were
Hmm.
made by different teams, but you could just tell immediately the writing in this game, the characters, the story. I just personally am already a lot more invested than where I was in Avowed, and I'm really enjoying what I'm playing. I think the most shocking upgrade so far is like they have legitimate cutscenes and they're like fully rendered, like very, very high quality, where I'm like,
That's
whoa,
sick.
these are incredible. And there's more than one of them. I thought it was just like, oh, this is the intro, we're gonna do something, and then we'll never see like something of that quality again. No, it's shown up multiple times, and I'm like, this is this is awesome. Like I did not expect this level of visual fidelity from them. And that being said, like even in the world itself, the visual fidelity is very good. The gunplay is so much better than the first game. It is genuinely very fun to use a gun in this game to the point
Yeah,
where
that
it's
was
like
my big complaint, so I'm excited to hear that.
I almost don't want to like do a stealth build anymore, and I kind of just want to run and gun because it is so much fun to gun. Um, so that's been an upgrade. I haven't really messed with melee yet, so I don't have a comment there. But I know it does look. Yeah, if it's anything like Avowed, I'm sure it's better, especially better than Outer Worlds 1. Um,
Mhm.
but the dude, I mean, my favorite thing so far is the flaw system. So
Yeah,
um,
this was something I heard was massively improved from the first game.
it's massively improved because not only are they actual, like I've taken a couple because I'm like, oh, these are actually usable, but they are so fucking funny when they pop up. So for example, after you do the prologue and you like actually start the game, I immediately got a flaw called consumerism, where I would
Hey, special
shop
edition.
shop prices are 15% lower, but my resale value is 10% lower. And it is because I purchased the special edition. They're like, wow, marketing really works on you. And it's like, that is so fucking funny.
That's amazing.
Um, so that one's good. There's one obviously where it's like if you reload too much, it gives you a perk where it's like, all right, if you ever do a full clip, you get like a nerf for like 8 seconds, but your magazine's 50% larger. So it's like, all right, that's a trade-off I'm willing to accept. Another great one is if you might actually like this, Wolf.
Yeah, what's up?
If you just burn through the dialogue, there's a flaw where it's like, oh, you clearly don't care. We're just going to pick all of your choices for you so you
Hey
can just skip
God.
through the dialogue.
Hey God. Ooh, they get me.
It, it's so, dude, like, and it's that like level of like creativity and wittiness that is
That's
like, oh man, games are not doing this right
I
now.
I almost wish you didn't tell me that because it's like I would 100% have skipped through all the dialogue and gone
Right.
because like I just read ahead, so I'm like, oh, I'll just skip.
Yeah. No, no, no.
But
Like, and it's
you would
like
have called me
it's
out.
not necessarily because I do that too, where if I read ahead, I'll skip through. It's like if you are mashing the A button and you are not giving a shit about the dialogue options you are
Also me.
choosing, it will literally go, okay, buddy, you don't give a shit about the story. Here's your flaw. Like,
That's amazing.
another one I really like that I discovered early was because I saw that one. I haven't gotten that one myself. Um,
Okay.
but one I really liked too was I started investing in multiple skills, which you really shouldn't do, which I appreciate about this game. You cannot be a jack of all trades in this game because the skill checks are so high. You really need to like zone in on a couple of skills, which I appreciate because I feel like once you become a jack of all trade, like the game loses like its uniqueness and its replayability. But either way, it noticed that I was doing that and it said, oh, you want to do that? Okay. We'll give you, I think, an extra or two extra skill points each level, but you can only put them in your lowest level skill. So
Mm,
you have to rank up all of your skills because you cannot put them like you can't max out a skill you until all of your other ones are at the same level. So it's like it's really smart, it's really creative. Um they talked about the bridge, which is in that first mission during the summer event, and it was that thing of like, I literally could go through this 5 different ways, and one of them is the fact that I have a companion who is at odds with the guard at the bridge, and one of the options is, oh, take her as prisoner and let me through, and you can be like, okay. Cool. And that's how you can solve the problem. It's like, yes, like that. Give me that level of creativity and freedom and like and also it's like those are small things in the back of my head. It's like I want to do another playthrough of this game when I'm done and try those other options to see how it's going. um,
mhm.
so that's been really good. I also want to shout out a side quest I did in the first area where I had to sneak up on this compound and the I was like in the weeds and I saw these two like it's like there was a distress signal that came from the radio, by the way. The radio, I got a side mission through the radio of the game because this guy sent a distress signal, which I thought was awesome.
That's
Like
sick.
a super cool way of introducing that. And there's also a lot of side missions that like you have to go up and talk to people to trigger them. You're never going to be led that way. It's like the more you explore, the more you get out of the game, which I love. But I was sitting in the grass and he's like, yeah, all my scientists have gone crazy. And it was really this, it's the most self aware dialogue I've seen in the game in a while. It's so good. You're in this compound, but all the doors are open and you could easily sneak through. And I'm currently trying to sneak into this compound. And one of the guard goes, why are all these doors open? The security here sucks. And then the leader was like, oh, you think my security sucks? And just shoots him point blank with a shotgun and kills him. And I'm like,
That's amazing.
what the hell just happened? So it's really unique and creative gameplay like that I love Obsidian for that. I love Western RPGs for that. Um, it's absolutely fantastic.
Lived up to
The
the hype.
I think so far it does live up to the hype. I'm honestly shocked it got as low reviews as it is because like if Avowed is of a
Xbox tax.
I don't know, man. I
Not playing.
generally don't. I just don't know if people like Western RPGs like this anymore because there is still a level of jank. There's still a level of like it doesn't have the production quality of like a story focused high quality facial capture system game. But where the trade-offs are is I think way more it's more of like a gameplay focused trade-off where it's like
Yeah,
there's so much more you can do in the world, in the environment, that where it's like the straight on story isn't going to be as engaging, but like it's still enough to like keep me going.
yeah,
Um,
that's what I've heard is that the actual like main story narrative just isn't that strong. But
Yes,
yeah,
and
no,
especially in the first half, I definitely don't really like. I'm curious what the mystery is, but like I'm not really like obsessed with it. I'm more interested in what's going on elsewhere. But I heard that gets better. Um, and I do like so far the companions are okay. I haven't really gotten to know them too well yet. I've done a couple companion quests that were interesting and provide more context. And so far the factions are interesting, but I haven't really been able to interact with that yet to a deep extent. But yeah, I mean, I going into it, I was scared about what this game would end up being, and like I could not be more happy to be back in an the Outer Worlds universe. I'm loving what I'm playing, and I hope I haven't been able to get to too much this week, but now it's the weekend. I'm definitely gonna put a lot of time into it.
that's fucking awesome, dude. I'm really excited. Uh, I gotta, I want to play it, but it's also one of those things of like, there's too many games. But everything you're saying is like, damn, I think I'd be into this way more than even Avowed, and I actually liked Avowed quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully eventually I get to it.
I definitely would put this higher up there. I don't think this is going to be like a game of the year contender or a Sagi's contender because I clearly it's still like a little not controversial. It's just it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay.
Exactly.
But I do think if some of the things I've said appeal to you, this is absolutely worth your time.
Hell yeah, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode. Whew. I gotta say that candy tier list took a while.
It did. It did. And also, we technically recorded
You
two
went on a
podcasts.
whole story about Twix or whatever, or Butterfinger, and I'm like, Bob, we are so far into this candy
You
tier
know,
list. I
the
respect
people
it. It's
had
an
to
interesting
know. The
story.
people
Yeah,
had
that's
to
true.
know.
I respect it. I respect it. But hey, if you guys enjoyed us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, every other podcast platform, we're on it. Check us out on Twitter, Blue Sky, Slice of Gaming, all one word. Also, like the podcast, helps us out a ton. With that, thank you all for joining. Say goodnight.
Good night, everyone. Go get yourself a Reese's pumpkin, huh? Go get one
Reese's
roll
peanut
pop.
butter cup should have been S. Okay, we all agree.
Just don't get any candy corn.